Hey guys, it's Jazz. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi and welcome. I'm super friendly. I hope you love my videos. There's a ton that you can check out and watch. But let's get started with something first. Subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. So definitely click on that bell so you can get notified when I post new videos. I like to do fun. Let's talk, let's chill, let's have fun. I feel like I talk to you guys a little bit more sometimes than I do to my family and my friends. But neither here nor there. Just click that subscribe button. So today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to review some of Colourpop's new stuff that they came out with. Their No Filter Foundation. I also got the setting powder. I've never tried their concealer, so I got the new No Filter concealer as well. And I grabbed a highlighter. So I'm kind of doing a Complexion Colourpop review, if you will. So not just the foundation, some of their other stuff, and then I'll do like a light just base to finish it off. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over like the pricing and everything so we can just get into it. So I'm on Colourpop's website, and the No Filter Foundation comes in 42 shades. It is $12. I don't think that's a bad price. It has 0.85 ounces in it, so almost a whole ounce. Pretty standard for that. And then the shade that I picked was dark 165, so we'll see how that matches. You know, online can be a little tricky. And then the No Filter concealer is $6. I chose the shade dark 46, and I know they expanded some of their shades, so we'll see how this one goes. And then they came out with a new setting powder. The No Filter Loose setting powder is $9, and I just got the translucent shade. They have 3 shades other than the translucent shade. No, I'm sorry, 3 shades total. They have 3 shades total, and I just went ahead and got with a translucent shade because I felt like the dark shade was going to be more of like an all over face set. And usually when I do my setting powder, you guys know I only do it under my eyes. I don't really do like my whole entire face. I may do a little bit in the center and on top of my nose, but I don't do it all over. So I felt like the dark one would kind of be not a good review for you guys to be able to tell if it works right, because I don't usually put powder all over my face. So, and then I also got the Luster Dust powder highlighter in the shade Dewdrop. So we're gonna see how that works out. It's like a golden shade. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm using some of my staple products when I'm trying on these new products, just so we know that it does look right and it works, versus me trying something new or that I'm not too sure about. So I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass. No, you better come out. This is a new bottle. I don't have time. This pump is not working. Hourglass. So I'm going in with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, my jam, mybomb.com. Then we're going to try out this foundation. I'm actually really excited. The foundation is matte. I'm okay with matte because I hydrate my skin really well. I've told you guys before, I have more dry skin than oily. If anything, I only get shiny like right here on my nose. Everywhere else is like pretty normal, or like around my forehead and around down here is more dry than anything else. So we will see how that goes, but I did hydrate my skin really well before we did this. So as far as the packaging, when I pop this bad boy open, I like how it has the little stripes on the side. It's kind of reflective. It's really cute. And open it up, and this is what it looks like. Really cute. I love that it has a pump. Only thing is I wish it had a cap, because if I travel, I do like to have my stuff like closed, not exposed, if you know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, I did get the shade dark 165, so we will see how this works. I don't know, mama's a little skirt. But this does lock, so I mean that probably helps. So let's see. It's a little runny, but that's not bad. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps on the back of my hand and kind of swatch this all over. And then I'm gonna use my brush to blend it out. You guys know I like using brushes for my foundation. So far it doesn't look too bad of a shade match. I prefer brushes over sponges because I feel like sometimes the sponge can pick up too much of the product. So if I do use a sponge, I'll use it after I've buffed it in with a brush, and then I'll take it just to make sure it kind of seeps in or give it some moisture since I am more dry. But for the initial start, like the way this looks right now, I would definitely not take a sponge straight to this because literally it's gonna eat it up. So I'm gonna go in with my brush. Okay, so far looking good. Okay. One thing I was worried about when I was looking at it online, that it was going to be too cool, so it would look kind of pinkish gray tone on me, but it's actually not. It actually looks like a really good match. It's definitely matte though. I'm not really seeing any shine at all, but I am getting some, and it could be from my lights, but I am getting some luminosity. I feel like here kind of when I turn my head, but it could be just from the lights. But this is pretty easy to blend in, and for those 2 pumps I did feel like I got a decent amount of coverage. I wouldn't say this is like completely full coverage, but at least it's good solid medium coverage on my face right now. What do y'all think? Yes, no, maybe so. Alright, so now we are going to do the concealer. So concealer shade, I got dark 46, same kind of packaging like the No Filter, and I'm here for it. I love the packaging. I think it's really cute. And this is what it looks like. I like the packaging. I feel like this is about the same amount that comes in, like, what's that, one of my favorite ones, like the NARS concealer. I feel like this is the same amount of product. So we're gonna see how well this matches. I do like the more flatter edge concealer tips, so let's see what happens, shall we? So this is definitely not too much of a highlight shade on me. This is more of like my natural, which that's fine. We will make this work. We will do a more natural look with this concealer. I'll prime my eyelids with it. Now with concealer, I will take my damp sponge and just go straight in with that, just because I'm not looking for like too much coverage down there. I want some, but if some blends out, it's like totally okay. Yeah, so I just look really natural right now, which a natural look is what we were going for. But of course you guys have seen me use like lighter highlights for definitely underneath my eyes, so we will see how the powder lightens it up as well. So very natural, I'm cool with it. So next we're gonna go into the No Filter setting powder. I told you guys I got the translucent shade, same packaging as the concealer and foundation. I'm here for it. This has 0.300 ounces in it. I feel like this is definitely less than like your standard like Laura Mercier. Like there's definitely more in the Laura Mercier than there is in this, but for how cheap it is, that is okay. I totally understand. So let's pop this open. Of course it's got these little tabs which are hard to get off when you have nails. Feels very soft and very like It's not like super finely milled, but it is really fine. I do like that. And then take whatever's left and kind of just powder this in on my forehead. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit on there. I'm gonna do a neutral eye, like very neutral, because the focus is more on the foundation and how it looks. So I'm not gonna go too crazy on my eyeballs. I'm gonna quickly do my brows with the Anastasia dark brown dip brow. This is probably the fastest I've ever done my brows ever. They're probably not like OG perfect. Of course, you've seen my brow tutorial, wink wink. That of course takes a little bit longer, but when I am in a rush, I will pull out my dip brow and just get the, just so I can have something on there. And then of course, when mom's got more time or something like that, I will go in and like really detail my brows. Short story, my brows used to not even be this thick. I used to do like really thin brows, but neither here nor there. Let's hop on with these eyes. And I'm gonna do my very dirty Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm just gonna go in with some nude shades from like this-ish area. Nothing too fancy. Of course, it's gonna be hard for me to tell you exactly what shades I'm using, but I am using the third from the top left. I'm just gonna pop that all over my lid. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of a warmer, kind of yellowish brown right on this outside, just to get some depth. Boom, that's all I'm doing. Mom's doing very nude. Okay, so the more and more I look at this foundation, I don't know if it's because I'm hot or what. Maybe just because I'm hot. Once I do that, it looks fine. I think we're fine. I was freaking out for a second. I felt like it was separating, but once I pressed it in, it was only kind of like around my mouth and a little bit around my forehead, but for the most part it looked fine, so I'm not gonna go too crazy on that. So now I'm ready to play with this highlighter. I think it's gonna be really cute, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust off my under eye. Let's see how this translucent. I feel like if you were pretty darker than me, like if you're using, let me see, so this is dark 165. If you're any darker than 165, honestly, you're definitely gonna need that other shade in the translucent, because the longer you let this sit on, the more it gets, well, kind of, I don't know. I think it would just be really hard for like anything darker than a 165 for you to like sweep this off enough where it doesn't look like a cast of white going on. Definitely my under eye looks brighter. I'm into it so far. I think it looks good. Definitely don't see any creasing, which is awesome. You know, creasing is the worst. So far I really do like the concealer. I will probably end up using that concealer for those days when I want to do more natural look, kind of like this, or definitely for priming my eyes, because I feel like that did a really nice job with like nuding my eye out. So let's contour really quick. I'm going to use my trusty dusty Anastasia. You guys know the freaking drill. So I've always said, once you find your perfect whatever it is, perfect perfume, your perfect lipstick, your perfect whatever you're looking for to be your go-to, I always say either buy it in bulk, don't deviate from it, keep it in stock, like in your purse, a lot of them. And this powder will probably be my one that, like, once this runs out, I get just a whole palette of this one shade, because it is definitely my match. Because it just, I mean, and the cheekbones look flawless. I mean, honey, stick with it, okay? Pow. Okay, so I'm so excited. Okay, so we're do the highlighter in the Dewdrop shade. I'm really excited because I've found a couple highlighters that I liked, but I wish they came in a loose. Only because sometimes I feel like pressed highlighters, they can get just a tad bit catchy and chunky. I've noticed when I use loose, they just, I mean, go on effortlessly. So we're gonna try it. Of course, it's got this little clear thingy on here. It's another loose, so I'm gonna tap this in there. I probably don't even need a lot. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna use my Morphe M510. I probably use this brush the most for my highlighters because I like the way it expands on the top. Let's try it out. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? Woo! Honey. Honey, you can see me from a mile away. Don't play. Hey girl, how you doing? What's your name? Oh! This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Yes, highlighter, come through. This will look so pretty on my eyeballs. Okay, my new favorite highlighter is this one right here. Every single day of my life, this will be on my skin. When I die, I want this highlighter on my face, okay? Oh, so pretty. Okay, nose, just a little teensy winksy bit. Okay, so I'm obsessed with the highlighter. It is definitely my new favorite. Yeah, and I feel like this is a lot of highlighter in here, so not too shabby. I'm gonna pop on some mascara using the Too Faced Waterproof Better Than Sex. I usually don't do waterproof, but I felt like I would try it since this is a kind of newness video. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all new mascaras, like when it's a new tube, it always like looks pretty good and you're like, oh, this is pretty good. But once it's been worn, like maybe even just 3 or 4 times, once that air gets in there, it's kind of like, I don't know, you may have been tripping. Not really a waterproof kind of girl, but it'll do. Remember, I'm doing a natural look, so I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna pat this in. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this highlighter. It looks so good. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of liner on my bottom, nothing too crazy. I'm using the Rimmel London eyeliner pencil in the black shade. Just a little concentration down there, nothing too crazy. And then I'm gonna finish this look off with my Fenty Gloss Bomb. I'm obsessed with this lip gloss. I can put this lip gloss literally on without looking in a mirror. It's my favorite one to literally just pop on, walk right out the door. I'm like totally into it. And it looks gorgeous on every single skin tone. Yes, honey. Gorgeous. gonna use my setting spray. I used this in my last video, the Catrice Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. And voila, there it is. So far I feel like the foundation is doing pretty well. I think I'm just hot. So I feel like I can kind of like see my sweat coming through. So I don't know how matte this is gonna stay, but highlighter is an absolute favorite for me. I just think that looks absolutely stunning. Like, look at that. You know, I don't even have to keep going. And concealer, of course, the shade that I picked out for online, it matches very well with my skin tone. So I would probably pick another shade later on that is a little bit lighter. But this is good for like an everyday. I just want to look natural. So with that being said, if you feel like you like that more natural look, I would definitely say go with the concealer. It went on really well. I love the flat applicator. The highlighter, of course, I said I love. The foundation, I don't know how super matte this is. And I used a mattifying primer, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's just because I'm hot or what. I don't feel like it's staying super matte in this area and this area. So we'll see. Alrighty guys, that is the end of this video. Very natural look, every day. You can wear it anywhere and everywhere. As usual, like, subscribe, comment, leave anything in the comment box that you would like to see in another video. If you've already tried the foundation, like, let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to see how you guys liked it and wore it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I love talking to you guys. I will see you in my next video.